Welcome back to Norristown Area High School. You're watching NASD TV. I'm Tim Segowski alongside Prentice Amos here. You are watching the Upper Merion Vikings against the Norristown Eagles. And going into halftime, Norristown is shockingly down 22-20. Only down by 2, but it's still a shock that Norristown is down by 2 points. Upper Merion coming into this game very underrated as the underdog in this team. What has gone wrong in the first half that makes Norristown down by 2?
What has really much going wrong is, on the defensive end. The defense has not been communicating. They're not committing effective turnovers. And on the offensive end, they're just not putting back the second chance points. Tim, the second chance points are very crucial in games like this, as in when they're down by 2, those second chance points, they could be up by at least 10.
And something, if you haven't watched the first half, Upper Merion has shot lights out from the three-point line.
James Mobley, 3 for 4 from three-point.
Just outstanding numbers for James Mobley from the three-point range. Number 24, working on number 24 for Upper Merion. And Aaron Webb, tip and a backcourt violation committed by James Mobley. Great defense by Aaron Webb.
By Norristown, it's coming out strong,
Very.
They've got their act together, Tim.
Mike Evans said something at halftime.
He had to, because what they were doing before was just not working.
Great look by Rasheed Johnson underneath, looking for Jaquan Hargrove, but ball goes out of bounds. The 5th turnover for Norristown tonight.
Terrible play.
Samir Bey stays in the game starting the halftime, with Malik Williams still on the bench.
Sloppy play by Upper Merion, committing a turnover.
A turnover by Upper Merion. Something we haven't seen in the first half is a lot of turnovers. Very controlled game for the most part. And Tyrese Light looking to shoot the 3, but doesn't. Gives it up for Hargrove, and lay-in goes. That is now 6 for Jaquan Hargrove.
And that's what they need to find the big man down low more, Tim.
They do. I think they need to work the inside game a little bit more to open up their outside shots.
Right.
And a 5-second call on number 13 Upper Merion. And Samir Bey with very good defense, complemented by the defense behind him, allowed him to get that 5-second violation and another turnover.
Great defense coming out by Norristown.
2 quick turnovers in the first minute and 10 seconds.
They definitely realized that the defense in the first half is not going to win this game.
Aaron Webb went in strong, and a lay-in for Rasheed Johnson. He now has 7. His first point since the first half, and a foul by number 24, Aaron Webb. It looked like good defense to me, but the crowd didn't like it. Mike Evans didn't like it.
Yeah, Tim, I didn't like it. I saw nothing.
But the ref saw something different, and that's all that matters. So we move on.
Can't argue with the ref.
Good defense there. Communication sounds like comes from the Norristown side. That's a good sign coming from Norristown. Not good for Upper Merion. Good defense there by Aaron Webb.
It's amazing how their defense has definitely picked up in the second half.
And a timeout by Upper Merion. Upper Merion is not moving the ball around. They're not doing things like they've done in the first half. But it also, Norristown is coming out and playing the defense that we're used to seeing. So Norristown definitely have been coming out and playing a little bit better defense on the second half. And that's something you like to see, causing 2 quick turnovers, and now they lead the game 24-22.
It seems like the momentum has kind of switched in this gym, Tim.
Well, you had the ball thrown out of bounds, and then you had the 5-second violation, and just great defense by Norristown has just allowed them to get out and score points, and also taking the ball to the rim and not settling for the outside jump shot.
Right, they're playing their game now.
Yeah.
They're not shooting the ball like Upper Merion. They're playing the game, taking it to the rim strong, and scoring points.
Exactly, and taking the ball to the rim, believe it or not, can not if you don't even have to make the shots. Just simply putting the mindset in the defense that they have the ability to take it down low.
Right, you're attacking strong, and you're letting the defense know that you're not scared to take it in.
And a 5-second defensive call again on Upper Merion. That's a great defense there by Norristown. That's now 5 turnovers for Upper Merion. Norristown starting to win this turnover battle, and you know when Norristown wins that turnover battle, they get going.
It's lights out for the team, Tim.
But the number I still find shocking is Tyrese White still with 0 points. That's something you don't see. And
we can see that change now.
Oh, just off. And good hustle.
Bad pass.
Great hustle by Norristown. And a bad pass by Upper Merion allows another turnover. And a foul, offensive foul, called on Rasheed Johnson.
Great job by number 20 Upper Merion getting that charge.
Taking the charge, but also after Rasheed Johnson dished out the ball, so looked a little iffy for me.
Great defense by Norristown.
Great
Another
defense.
turnover by Merion.
Turnover and a hard foul.
Nasty foul by number 12 Upper Merion.
A hard foul on number 12, Samir Bey.
Now, would that be a flagrant, Tim?
Norristown will shoot 2 free throws. That was called a flagrant foul. The foul coming from behind, forcing Bey to roll over the half-court line. He will get 2 free throws. The first one's good for Samir Bey.
Samir Bey is one of the better free throw shooters on the team.
That's something they need. They need free throw shooters.
Definitely.
That's something big coming down the stretch of games is the free throws. Knocking down free throws, that can win you ball games.
Definitely. Maybe they should take the team and, just follow Samir Bey in practice and just shoot free throws all day.
I mean, you remember Alan Yates of last year, two air balls in a crucial game.
Not very good for Alan Yates,
Not the memorable part of
something that will maybe haunt him for the rest of his life.
Everyone's gonna remember that. And a free for Tyrese White. Off the mark. And I'm wearing James Mobley's bringing the ball up. And and it looked to be blocked by 2 defenders.
Iffy call by the ref.
Iffy call. But James Mobley will get 2 free throws here.
James Mobley was fire hot in the first half. He seems to be cooled off in the second.
You're right. He has cooled off in the second half. He always still has 11 points. He averages 15 a game, so maybe he's already hit his night.
Yeah, 15.
You hope to see that his best is behind him for Norristown. We have a lane violation called. So, seeing everything tonight. Flagrant foul, lane violation, 5-second violation on defense. Man, you've seen it all.
I mean, with a close game like this, you're bound to see everything.
Break out the rule books, folks. We don't know what's coming next.
Sloppy play on the offense by Norristown.
Jaquan Hargrove loses the handle on that one. Turning the ball over for Norristown.
No, Jaquan Hargrove was a big factor in last games against PW. Looks to 15 minutes of fame has been over.
A little bit. I mean,
and it's coming down.
Looks number 25, Daquan Holcomb will check into the game.
Another sophomore for Norristown's varsity basketball team.
I don't know what it is tonight. If Mike Evans is just trying to rotate different people in, get some minutes, see what he's got, or if he's just unhappy with the play of his starters because Malik Williams is still on the bench. He hasn't seen the court since the first quarter.
I like the fact. I'm sorry, Tim. I like the fact that Mike Evans switches up the bench. Especially playing Upper Merion team, which is pretty much I don't want to say easy game, but a fairly light game for Norristown. You want to see what your bench can do.
You do, and maybe your bench, and you're thinking your starters aren't playing so well tonight. You're down at halftime. Why not try to rotate some people in who are gonna give it their all? I'm not saying that Norristown starters aren't giving it their all. I'm just saying that they're gonna give 175% instead of Norristown starters being 150.
Right, and you know, with all 6 starters from Norristown varsity, you know, all seniors, you know, you have a lot of young players on this team who you're going to look to in the future to lead this Norristown team.
You're right there. I mean,
and a nice play.
What? On a no shot called when Tyrese White looked to be in the air.
I don't like that, Tim.
I don't like the no shot.
Not at all.
I don't like the no shot call. But whether we like it or not, Norristown's going to inbound it. And that would have been huge, too. That would have been a 3-point play for Norristown, putting them up by 4 points and potential for 5. And travel.
I think the weather's getting to the refs as well, Tim.
I don't know. But Norristown's just playing some sloppy game. It looks like they're wanting to do too much with the basketball now. I mean, they just got to play their game and just distribute the ball and just have an even offense. Samir Bay out on the lane. Tyrese White in the corner. Oh, and the shot is up and off the side of the backboard. Samir Bay on the run. Gives it up to Tyrese White. And is that a travel?
Call a travel.
That is
I am appalled.
I don't know what.
I am appalled.
I am shocked beyond belief about.
I don't like these calls tonight, Tim.
I don't like them either. It's just I don't know what it is.
This is ridiculous.
The refs are right in front of each of these plays. I just don't know what they're seeing tonight. Must have forgot to put his contacts in or something.
I don't know. Maybe. The light shine off his head. Not right.
Well, whatever the circumstances may be, the story of the game is that Norristown is only up 26-24 with 2 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in this third period.
Number 5, Richard Booknight checking in.
A very young 5 out on the floor for Norristown.
With only 2 seniors on the floor, and Tyrese White and Jaquan Hargrove.
Norristown's going with a very young lineup. And
Richard Booknight coming in scoring 3 with the hot hand, giving a spark to the Norristown offense.
James Miller with another deep 3 and clangs off the back of the rim. Another rebound by number 13. And
number 13 for Upper Merion with the 2.
And a quick jump shot there. Merion has shot nothing but jump shots tonight. I don't know. They just don't have an inside game. Ooh, and a close foul.
And the only inside points coming from James Mobley with the layup.
And a slow pass out to Richard Bucknight and rims. Just rims out. Tyrese White with the board and up and in for Tyrese White's first points of the game. I don't know why. I don't know how that just happened, but Tyrese White just got his first points of the game with 1 minute and 26 seconds left to go in the third period.
I expect Tyrese White to come out strong in the fourth quarter. He's not going to settle for that.
And a jump shot made.
Nice shot. Number 23 on Upper Merion.
I don't know about you, but Upper Merion's shooting a really good jump shot.
Upper Merion's looking like they want to win this game, Tim.
I don't know about that one, but they're putting up a fight. Samir Bay hits off the back of the rim, and Tyrese. A great defense there over Norristown in the transition game. And yet another offensive rebound for Upper Merion.
It's been big for Upper Merion. It's what's keeping them in this game.
That they have. And it's a very, very low-scoring game tonight. 31-28 Norristown, but 30 seconds left to go in this third period. Too easy for James Mobley. That is
Mobley taking it to the rack.
that is
Merion down 31-30.
Great communication there by Jaquan Hargrove, pointing out that there is only 10 seconds left to go on the clock. They can't be playing around like this. And it clangs off the rim by Samir Bey. And shot would not have counted. Very close. The shot would not have counted at the end of that third period. Well, recapping this third period, Norristown came out hot with their defense.
Right.
Causing quick turnovers, getting out in transition, getting out to a nice, comfortable little lead. But Upper Merion creeped back in there in the end of that third period. The score going into this fourth quarter, 31-30.
I think Upper Merion is definitely hanging in there. They're definitely playing, above standards that we would expect them to play.
It's not saying that we have low standards for Upper Merion. It's just that if you look at
we have higher standards for Norristown.
Very high standards for Norristown. Norristown has the state level on their mind as a goal right now to go win a state championship. That's the goal of every high school team.